Welcome to Vasayo. Our goal here is to help you make an informed decision about Vasayo and how it can benefit your life. There's a good chance someone you know invited you to listen to this presentation. That's because people share what they love, just like a good movie or favorite restaurant. So let's take a look. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. In this presentation, we'll be discussing America's two biggest problems, along with Vasayo's vision for these problems. We'll discuss our new technology, our product offering and benefits, along with a financial opportunity. So let's talk about what we do. We bring solutions to America's two biggest problems, people's health and their finances. Let's first take a snapshot look at America's health today. At least 40 million Americans each year suffer from chronic long-term sleep disorders. As for energy, the real energy crisis is in our bodies. Researchers and industry experts have said fatigue in the workplace costs American industries at least $77 billion. For disease-related deaths, 7 out of 10 deaths are due to chronic illness like cancer, diabetes, heart disease, and stroke. Now let's take a glance at America's finances. The American individual, statistically, only has $6,000 saved in their bank account, with an average credit card debt of around $7,000, not including the average student loan of $30,000. 50% of families have no retirement funds, and 80% claim they're unhappy with what they do. You know, many say money can't buy happiness, but I've always heard it can buy peace of mind, and I'd be happy with that. So, we've identified two big problems here, and big problems create big opportunities. This is why Dallin and Carrie Larson have decided to come out of retirement and dedicate the rest of their lives to provide solutions to these problems. And instead of stealing their thunder, I'll have them personally share their incredible story and vision.
Hello, friends. For those of you who may not know who we are Dallin and Carrie Larson. For some reason, even though I don't feel particularly gifted in many areas, Carrie and I seem to have been blessed with the ability to help create culture and companies that allow people to prosper. So we have determined to continue spending our time and passion doing just that. Since 1989, I've helped start and lead companies that created billions of dollars in earnings for distributors and stakeholders. Interestingly, since I was a teenager, the number 3 has always been my favorite number. And so, after having helped build 2 very successful companies in direct selling, we've decided to spend the rest of our days in building a third and final company. And its genesis begins today with this message.
We're starting this enterprise with the intention of doing good, of being good and wanting to bless others physically, financially, and spiritually. We want to help give roots and wings to individuals and families in an increasingly rudderless world. That's all, nothing more and nothing less.
I agree with what Carrie's saying. Our absolutes in this venture are simple. They're short and they're clear. There are only 3 of them, really. First, we have every intention of leading this company until our last breath. This will be the final journey of our lifetimes. In addition, we have no intention of ever selling this company. We are not starting with an exit strategy in mind, but instead to build and leave a legacy. Second, I've often been introduced as the distributor's CEO, perhaps because I began my career in this industry as a distributor. As a result, I understand how hard it is to build and maintain an organization. So as far as I'm concerned, a distributor can never earn too much income. With this as a driving philosophy, we are going to reward and recognize distributors in a most exceptional manner. And if I may be so bold as to say, better than ever before in direct selling. In every decision we make, we will put the interest of our distributors first and foremost, so that you will want this company to be your permanent home, as it will be for Carrie and I. Once we unveil our product story, I absolutely believe you will recognize how disruptive it truly is. We will own a story and a significant niche in the marketplace, and it will be powerful.
There's nothing in the world that we want or need financially, So we're not motivated by money. No amount of money compares to the satisfaction of helping a single mother put food on her table or get her children educated, qualify for a home, or even pay off her mortgage. And no amount of money is worth losing contact and relations with friends you love. No amount of money compares to being able to sit with friends in hospital bed as they finish the race of life. No amount of money compares to the tenderness of traveling with others to help feed and clothe some of God's most needy children. No amount of money compares to the satisfaction of seeing couples and families grow closer together through shared purposes. It's not about the money for us. It's about living a life of significance. Principles, passion, and purpose don't have a price.
Third and lastly, Carrie and I are fully committed to each other and our family. Our priorities will remain God first, family second, and business third. With that said, we will be giving our whole hearts to this venture. Priorities are important, and we believe we've got them in the right order. This final venture, God willing, will be extraordinary in every way if we are so fortunate to attract like-minded folks we can lock arms with. By doing so, I am optimistic that our future together will be breathtakingly exhilarating. If you are inclined to join us on this final journey, we're hoping that, together, we can do a lot of small things over the coming years that turn into significant things. And rest assured, the only way we were going to get back in this arena one final time and for the rest of our lives was to create something completely disruptive, something that has never been done before. Again, I'm confident that when we unveil both our product story and the way that we will recognize our distributors, you will see an enormous opportunity that lies ahead.
As Dallin explained, we have new technology that is disrupting the nutritional industry. Let's hear from the expert himself, Dr. Emick Blair, and what he shared during an interview with our founder, Dallin Larson.
Hi Vasayo family, Dallin Larson here, along with Dr. Emick Blair. We went on a hunt to try to find the most disruptive technology, and we have found it. We looked around the United States, different manufacturers, different stories, and we came across Dr. Emick Blair out of Colorado, who had created a technology that was exactly what we were looking for. Dr. Blair, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And then so we met in Fort Collins, met you and your wife, both PhDs from Cal Irvine.
Yep.
And you've come up with the technology. You've created something that is proprietary that nobody else in the world owns. So we're going to own a space, which is so important. That first meeting led to a second meeting that led to a third meeting, eventually led to us becoming partners. Dr. Emick Blair is creating a line of nutritional products with this proprietary blend that he's going to share in just a minute on his technology that will set us apart. He is the spokesperson. He's the formulator, the manufacturer, and the spokesperson for our nutritional line of products that will be introduced in January 2017. Emick, why don't you share with the Vasayo family a little bit about your background and about the technology that you've created and why it's differentiating in the marketplace.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically what we realized is we're trying to solve a problem. We're trying to provide a solution to the person who's going to take these vitamins and dietary supplements. And the problem was that people were taking all these vitamins and all the promise of health and all the promise of a better, healthier lifestyle weren't really being achieved. And one of the main reasons is because it just wasn't being assimilated into the body. So over the years, starting in 2001, I was working on a technology of how to wrap up nutrition in these things called liposomes. You can just imagine them, these tiny little bubbles. And this was during my PhD work at University of California in Irvine. And what we found out was that there's a really nice natural method that doesn't use any toxic solvents or pressure or heat or anything like that, where we could put these little bubbles around different vitamins, supplements, herbs, and various other health-building molecules.
So most of the supplements on the marketplace now, they'll just put a fact panel, put different ingredients into a tablet, a capsule, and you're saying that because they're not wrapped in a liposome,
They're not assimilated as effectively into the body.
Yeah,
Explain that.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like you said, you eat it, it comes in one end, and then leaves your body without actually being used. And a couple months ago, we actually published a paper showing this. We compared nutrition, how it would normally be taking, just like you said, the powders or the tablets or the capsules.
Even a powder there's a problem assimilating powders.
Yeah,
as well?
powders really don't assimilate any better than a tablet, or marginally better than a tablet.
So it has
does.
nothing to do with the size of, like a powder versus a capsule. It doesn't really matter.
No, that doesn't really make much of a difference.
What makes the difference?
What makes the difference is exactly what we showed in this paper, and that is that we were able to wrap the nutrition in these bubbles. And these bubbles are just a copy of how your body wants to absorb nutrition. This is what your body recognizes as nutrition, right? Rather than taking a powder and your body's like, I don't know what to do with this, and passes it on, it says, yep, this is something I want to bring in, and then it goes into your blood and it gets distributed to your cells throughout your body. It's interesting that things get absorbed at a higher rate. But when this process happens and the nutrition is able to enter the cells, now you're going to see the true health benefits of different dietary supplements, whether it's vitamin C or B12 or curcumin or resveratrol or any of these really, really important materials.
If I take a vitamin C tablet, 60 milligrams or whatever, what percentage of that is really going to be used?
So when you take, let's say, a typical dose is, let's say, a gram of vitamin C, right?
That's a lot, right?
Yeah. 85-90% of it gets rejected from your body.
Why?
Because your body doesn't know how to assimilate it in, because it doesn't recognize it as the kind of nutrition. And in fact, things like vitamin C tend to upset your stomach a little bit. And an upset stomach basically means your body's rejecting it, right?
So you're putting these nutrients in a bubble so that it's not causing pain to the gut.
Right.
It gets to the cell says, come on in. And then what happens to the actual bubble once the nutrients are released from the bubble?
Right. So what's fantastic is we've really taken a clean label approach. And what I mean by that is that we don't have any extra ingredients in there that are just to fill up space. They're not just fillers. That bubble then turns into nutrition for your body. So for instance, your brain is made up of about 75 to 80% of phosphatidylcholine material. So now this bubble, it's also made out of phosphatidylcholine, can now become part of your brain, or it can become part of your liver cells, or help the rigidity of any of your other body cells. We don't, like I said, we don't really have any extra unnecessary ingredient that your body doesn't want to utilize.
Do you have the documentation to back that up?
Yeah, of course. Like I said, just a couple months ago, that's the last paper I published, we proved that using liposomes, you can get higher absorption and higher efficacy of nutrition using my liposomal methodology.
So just taking one ingredient like a vitamin C, and
Right.
you're saying that maybe 5 or 10% of it is assimilated if you take a gram, is that right? Or
That, yeah,
something
about
like that?
10 to 15%, but yeah, it's a very small amount.
Versus if it's in a liposome and that same vitamin C is in that bubble, then what percentage of it is? would be
You're looking
assimilated?
at a little over 90%.
So
From very little to almost complete absorption is what
Wow.
we're looking at in the difference. But what's amazing, and this is what's actually incredible, is even with that small amount of absorption, people still see health benefits. They're minor health benefits. So you can only imagine that when you get more complete absorption, what kind of health benefits you'll see. I think when people take these products, they're going to notice their quality of life increasing and their health increasing. I mean, ultimately, when you get more complete nutrition, that's exactly what you hope to happen. We've now designed this whole line of products that are gentle enough to use every day, but powerful enough to notice really fantastic results from. So one of the main concerns, especially when you're delivering things at high rates, is you want to make sure that the facility is ultra clean. So our facility is non-GMO, it's vegetarian, and is common allergen-free. So we don't have anything like soy, shellfish, fish, tree nuts, peanuts, or anything like that that somebody could get a negative interaction. And by not having those ingredients in our facility, we've eliminated the risk of cross-contamination.
he has formulated some amazing products that you're going to be hearing about over the coming weeks. And pretty soon you'll be seeing Dr. Emmett Blair on stages at our conventions and grand openings as we take Vasayo around the world and build a global brand and go out and bless 1 million people's lives. And then we're on to the next 1 million people's lives. And I'm honored that you're a partner.
Thank you.
Thanks, Emmett.
Now that you have a better understanding of Vasayo's breakthrough nanotechnology, let's give you a good overview of the different products Vasayo is offering with this nanotechnology. Take a look.
Did you know that most nutrients are poorly absorbed within the body? And while advances in technology seem to be a daily occurrence, significant advances in how nutrition is absorbed within the body has made very slow progress. Until now. MicroLife Nutritionals by Vasayo features advanced non-GMO liposomes and micronutrient encapsulation technology to ensure your body is getting the maximum benefits of the nutrients it absorbs. These revolutionary products consist of MicroLife Core Essentials Microcaps, an exciting daily multivitamin and trace mineral complex, specially formulated to fill in nutritional gaps. Build your foundation of health with Core Essentials. MicroLife Energy Microgel for a boost of natural healthy energy. One spray of this gel and you'll be able to feel its natural energy begin to bring new life to your day. MicroLife Neuro Microcaps help support healthy brain function and mental clarity. It's like a well-balanced meal for your brain. MicroLife Renew Microgel support a healthy inflammatory response throughout your body. It's like yoga for your inner health. MicroLife Sleep Micromist, a non-habit forming formula that helps you prepare your mind and body for that restful night's sleep you've been dreaming of. With MicroLife's proprietary liposomal delivery system, your body can now maximize the absorption of these life-changing formulas. With Vasayo, the difference is in the delivery, and that makes all the difference.
So ask yourself, would you like to have more natural energy without the crash? How about mental focus? How would you like to relieve the aches and pains in your joints and muscles? Do you need more sleep? Or more importantly, higher quality sleep so you'll wake up refreshed? What about your nutritional intake? Do you need to fill in nutritional gaps? I want you to use your most powerful part of your brain and just imagine what your life would be like if you could improve your quality of life in these 5 categories. In fact, even just one. How would your life improve if you had 30 days in a row of all-day energy where you didn't hit that afternoon wall? Because it's not just the energy that you want, it's what you want to do with that energy. What if you had 30 straight days of increased focus and concentration? 30 days of improved memory? What more could you accomplish? Or 30 days in a row where your aches and pains weren't limiting you from your daily activities? What could you do with that extra time? How about 30 straight nights of high quality sleep and waking up refreshed? What would that do for your morning? And how about 30 days of meeting your body's daily nutritional needs to function at your highest potential? I'm sure you can see your quality of life improve with at least one of these areas, if not all 5. And it's not just you, it's everyone you and I know that is affected by at least one or more of these 5 health areas. That's why the possibility of building a business with Vasayo's MicroLife products is tremendous. Just to give you an idea, let's look at the world market sizes for these health areas. The energy market is $40.8 billion. I mean, who do you know that needs more energy or already uses high caffeinated products to get through the day? The brain market is $2 billion. Again, who do you know that could use better focus and concentration? The inflammation related market is $57.8 billion. We all know people who have aches and pains in their muscles and joints. So, who comes to your mind? The market for sleep products is $54.9 billion. Who do you know that could use a better night's sleep? Right? Practically everyone. The nutritional supplement market is $37 billion. And with society's eating habits today, we all need something to fill in our nutritional gaps. So, what does this really mean for you?
If you're like most of us, there are 2 things you wish were very different in your life: your health and your finances.
Our vision for ourselves and our family is a life of security, health, and freedom. We believe that true success is becoming the very best version of yourself.
When you have security, health, and freedom, you can pursue your talents and spend time doing what you love. That is the main reason we decided to join Vasayo, because Vasayo shares these same ideals. What if I told you you can enjoy all the benefits of traditional business ownership like a great product or service, unlimited income, residual income, enjoy the people you work with, freedom, something meaningful, personal growth, international, contribution to worthy causes, and tax benefits without the risk. In fact, you can do it with low startup cost, no boss, no commute, no alarm clock, no employees, no politics, no compromises, no discrimination, and no educational requirement. Founders Dallin and Carrie Larson share our passion for helping others experience financial freedom and extraordinary health.
We understand it's not always about the $1 million dream. For some, it's an extra $2,000 a month or $500 a month. For some, it's a second chance. At the end of the day, this business is about taking the individual and empowering them with a better future. Most of the businesses you know operate with a conventional business model where you have a manufacturer that produces in bulk, but how do they get them to their customers? Well, through a distribution channel that starts with a national wholesaler, then to a regional wholesaler, to a local wholesaler until it reaches the retail store for customers to come into and make a purchase. And when all is said and done, 90% of the money goes to the middlemen, the distribution channels at the national, regional, and local levels, along with the retail stores, marketing and advertising campaigns. Let's take a look at what Walmart did. They bypassed the regional and local wholesalers and created their own national distribution center to handle their store's demand. And by doing so, they put that extra money in their pockets to support their low prices and exploding growth. But the network marketing industry takes it to another level by removing the entire distribution channel, retail stores, and marketing campaigns altogether. Instead, in network marketing, companies compensate anyone who's ambitious, driven, and motivated to grow the business. In fact, they take that 90% of the middleman's money and put it in the pockets of personal distributors, which is why you hear stories of people making it big in this industry. So, what is direct selling? It's when the big money found in the distribution channel is reallocated to distributors known as brand partners in Vasayo. We're a marketing company where anyone can be a brand partner and be rewarded for marketing and sharing the Vasayo products. Then, the products are shipped straight from the manufacturer to the customer. But you see, it's not network marketing you and others want. In fact, it's not even the money. It's what you want to do with that money that inspires you and I to act, which is why you should ask yourself, what are your financial goals? Is it to earn extra income, pay off debt, save for retirement, have peace of mind? Maybe it's fund your daughter's college education or stay at home with your children, to create more family memories, travel the world, and just improve your quality of life. Whatever your purpose is, ask yourself, is your current occupation or plan fulfilling your financial goals? Is it even possible to attain your financial goals with your current plans? Most cannot. But Vasayo can be that vehicle to achieve your financial goals. Here at the Vasayo Success Team, we make it as easy as possible by giving you a ready-to-go business, meaning we have proven systems and training programs that will ensure your success if you're willing to put in the effort. So, what exactly do you get? When you join, you'll get immediate access to our exclusive trainings as you begin our Fast Start program to jumpstart your business like a professional on day one. You'll learn how to invite those you know without hindering your relationships. In fact, we show you how to retain and grow your relationships. You get access to our experts for support and mentorship. You'll learn how to overcome objections like a pro, and you get on-the-job training as you learn and earn at the same time. If you're going to learn a sport or an instrument, it's best to learn from the professionals. The best part is, we provide all of this at no additional cost when you join our team. We want you to succeed, because in the end, when you succeed, we all succeed. As you contemplate on your decision, let's hear from the founder and owner, Dallin Larson, one more time.
I can't tell you the number of people we've run into over the last several years that have said, gosh, I wish we would have gotten involved in the early days of Monavie. Well, guess what? Now's your chance.
As we come to a close, think back on your health and financial goals. These are America's two biggest problems, and we have a solution, not only for you, but for everyone you know. So ask yourself, do you have a plan to reach your health and financial goals? If not Vasayo, then what is it going to be? If not now, then when?
And that, my friends, is why we choose to enter the arena one last time. We don't promise you millions of dollars. We do promise we will do our very best with the gifts and talents we've been given to bless as many as we can for as long as we can. So if you're at a place in your life where this message resonates with you, we want you to be a part of this new venture with us from the very beginning. You know, today we drop the pebble in the ocean, and we see a small ripple that over the coming years, God willing, and as we are faithful to our word and to each other, will extend around the world. Something significant is born today. So let's get on with it. There are people waiting for us and counting on us. Welcome home.
We know you may have questions before deciding, so contact the brand partner who introduced you to this video, and they'll connect you with one of our experts and team leaders to help you decide if this is a right fit for you.